This is part pondering, part question. Exciting. I've had times where I thought a first date went well, but didn't get a second date. Other times I thought it was awkward and the guy asked me out again. What gives? Do most guys decide on the spot whether to ask a girl out again, or do they give it a day or so? I've been on 23 first dates in my 7 years of dating, and I can't figure out the rhyme or reason. And with all my exes, the first date was a clear connection off the bat, but now they're my exes. So I try to encourage meeting in person sooner rather than later. It's just weird sometimes. Like tonight, I had a first coffee date with a guy I met on Hinge. We were chatting and laughing and had a couple of awkward silences, but nothing majorly off. But then as we were finished our coffee, he was like, let's get going. Then he shook my hand. And when I got home and texted him, thank you, he said, thank you. I had a great time too. And I'm 99% sure I will never hear from him again. I would have said yes if he asked me out again. I wasn't like smitten or anything, but still. The way I see it, my job is to be myself, and the right guy will love me for me eventually. Understanding the mysterious man. Ethan, what should we tell our beloved listener?
So the question is, I don't understand the question.
Why sometimes she goes on dates and they feel great, but there's no second date. And then sometimes she's like, oh, it's so awkward. And then he asks her out again anyway. So what gives? I think your clock is just off.
Yeah, you've got your someone's knocked your block off.
Yeah, so, you ever just knock your boy's block off?
Yes, that's what they used to say back in the day when they was like, it's time for 50 cups. Be like, I'll knock your block off. I'll clean your clock.
Clean your clock.
That's every white. Just pause. Every white guy's dream for a minute is to tell someone, I'm going to clean your clock, and then in fact clean his clock.
Amen.
Gosh, that would feel so good. I might go get in a fight tonight.
Did you ever get in a fight when you were a kid?
When I was a kid, one time Tony Fry made fun of me at the basketball hoop, and he pushed me, and I tried to push him. He said, "What are you going to do? Get on your karate uniform?" I wasn't even in karate, and he was saying, "We could get into a karate uniform."
That's kind there funny. Maybe
it was funny, and then I cried, and then we went to counseling together.
Man, you went to counseling?
Yeah. There's like the school counselor.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, well, I was
the school counselor was like,
Brian.
"You can't make fun of this guy," and I was like, "Damn straight, counselor. You know what's up."
You got the lawyers involved. It was a neighborhood brawl. It was at my friend Ryan's house, and two kids from down the road, they were making fun of my buddy Ryan, and so we squared up. And in my head, at the time, it was like super cool in Smash Bros. But now looking back, it's that meme of like two idiots fighting. Yeah, that's what it looked like. So you can picture that, me and a scrawny kid named Ryan and his neighbors, and we're just tussling.
I'm so afraid.
It was scheduled.
A scheduled put up your dukes. Meet me at the flagpole after class.
Yeah, meet me at the green thing down the road at 3 p.m.
And then when you were going up there, were you like?
Yeah, we drew sharks in blue chalk on the we're the Puerto Ricans on the ground, and they were the Jets.
Or you could be the Socias and they were the Greasers, or you could be the Greasers. The only thing I remember about The Outsiders is that the main character kept taking pills. He was just taking ibuprofen all the time. I was like, this guy's addicted to painkillers.
Imagine getting addicted. How much would you have to take to get addicted to ibuprofen?
It's like getting addicted to water. It's like something that just doesn't do anything for you. All right, what was the question? The boys? Okay, I think it's pretty basic. So when it's awkward and the guy asks you out for a second date, it's because he likes you, and then when it goes well, but they don't ask for a second date, it's because they don't like you.
Yeah. Guys know if they like you before
instantly
you even think about that question. Like it's before it's even hit your brain. Yeah, they've figured it out. Guys, ladies, if he's not responding to your texts, if he's not like willing to meet you he doesn't really like you that much. I've driven thousands of miles to hang out with the girl I liked. It's just very, maybe I'm just a simp. Okay.
Probably. We're gyno-cucked, you and me.
you and me both, brother. But I will say, I found it common that guys will pretty much go out of their way if they like a girl. And so if he's not going out of his way, he just doesn't like you. And there's nothing wrong with you, dear listener. Nothing wrong with you at all. There's a lid for every pot. All right, so don't worry about it.
There's crack for every pipe.
There's crack for every pipe, and you're there's I can't think of a better one.
That's funny. That's peak. Yeah, ladies need like a 5-paragraph persuasive essay to like feel like they like you. They need to kind of get your background.
Yeah,
talk to you for a little bit. Guys, it's a look.
Get wooed.
Yeah, guys, it's like a look and a vibe, and as long as you can produce a sentence without, as long as you can produce a sentence, I think that's it for most guys. You don't really have to do too much. It's like, I like how she looks. I like how she feels when we're around each other, and she never killed anybody, so, and even if she has. Who am I to say that's good or bad? I wasn't there.
Who am I to judge? Yeah. So yeah, this is how it's supposed to work, right? It's, the man is supposed to be the romantic chaser. That's like,
this is the one thing I do have a problem with about the movie Transformers. I do think there's a large inaccuracy. It's it's not a major plot point, but it's a semi-major plot point, is that Michaela, played by Megan Fox, she has a juvie record.
Yeah.
Because she helped her dad steal cars, because her dad was, poor, down and out. And like, that's how she knows so much about cars. And then Sam Witwicky, as he's in this like romantic whirlwind adventure with alien robots, stops and goes, "When were you going to tell me about your juvie record?" And they have like a rift in the middle of the movie. And it's like, first of all, no guy who gets to go on an amazing alien adventure with the hottest girl in school would be like, "I can't believe you. When were you going to tell me about you stole cars with your dad?" They'd be like, "It's pretty sick that you stole cars with your dad. I actually think that's so cool."
Nice.
Like, I wish my dad stole cars,
Yeah.
But he doesn't.
I've always had a lot of respect for people actually who
Yeah.
steal cars. So that's actually pretty cool of you.
That's actually really neat. Like, whatever. It's not many things take me out of the movie. I think that's lame. I think the movie is the movie. But I have been a teenage boy. And it's like, if I was with the hottest girl in school, I'd be like, awesome. That's so cool. You have I've never broken the law ever. Do you want to show me how to steal a car sometime?
How do we steal cars?
Yeah.
Can you show me?
Yeah. So anyway, I just had to bring that up. Sam Witwicky. Let's get some better writing. Let's get some better writing in the Transformers room, folks.